Your mama call you pineapple. I'm gonna call you pineapple. All right. So
Yeah.
pineapple is here. Pineapple. At Kent State, did you have any tattoos on your face?
No,
I'm imagine you
I
did
mean,
not. So,
no.
so Kent State pineapple looked like the Rock.
No, I look like a Christmas tree. I had a bunch of piercings everywhere,
Oh,
and
okay.
so it's just like you can see them like close. I had like silver bells like hanging off my eyebrows,
All right.
all over my face,
Okay.
and
All
so
right.
I had a lot of piercings back then. I was a piercer at the time,
Oh,
so I was still very heavy into like the body modification subculture, but not so much tattoos. Tattoos was never as big of a thing for me because even like the current ones, they highlight scarification, which is more of the modification I'm into. Like it's all on my arm. So this
All
is all
right.
scars. But
oh,
even on my face, I have scars in between the
Right.
black lines, and so the
Right.
right.
black kind of just like frames in the scarification.
Wh-
Ah, okay.
That's
What's the
my
origin? What's the origin of the scars?
Oh, it's just a design that I liked, So it's definitely Polynesian inspired,
No,
All
I'm saying,
my
were the scars gotten in an accident? Did you get the scars in a fight? Did you get the
No,
no,
they
no,
scars?
put
they're
them there.
purposeful.
They
Yeah,
Oh,
put them
it's
you
there.
car- it's
put
called
the.
Yeah.
scarification. So you get the design almost like a tattoo,
Yeah.
and then instead of a tattoo, they do scarification. So they actually like cut the skin, and then you heal the scar.
Oh, all right. I just have one question. And I need you to openly answer this for me. Pineapple Tangaroa. Why?
I mean, why not? I mean, it's
Oh,
what makes me feel who I am, Same thing with like people that get uh, like rhinoplasty, tummy tucks, breast implants. That's all a form of modification.
okay.
Mine's just not as popular. It's not as known. And so it means the world to me. It gives me a sense of self identity. It allows me to get up every morning, face society every single
Ooh.
day. It helped me with depression. It helped me with everything. It
Okay.
really gave
Wow.
me a sense of who I am.
Now you
And culturally, I'm sorry, Lamont.
okay.
Culturally, there are a lot of indigenous and African cultures
That
that
do it. That's
practice
what I was
this
gonna
as
say.
part.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah. So it is part of who you are. What do I call the thing that's underneath your lip? What do I
Oh, this
call
is the
that?
labret piercing. I mean, it's a very large hole. And so you can see on the inside, it's
Oh,
pretty
okay. Oh,
large.
wow. That's a whole
Oh.
plate.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is the
Ah.
piece,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
so
Wow.
it's just a large hole in my lip, and so like
Oh. Okay.
fun stuff like
Okay.
that.
All
All
right.
right. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
and I mean, like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea, you know what I mean? And I realize that, but
Can you whistle
it
through that or eat through it?
man, I can shoot
No.
like a water, like a huge hole,
All right.
you know.
But you
So
have to keep something in it because it'll close up, right?
no, I mean I've had it for quite some time now. So I mean, it's a piercing that I've had, and it's very very special to me because my mentor, the person who taught me my craft, my how to do modifications and piercings and elevated my career was this gentleman named Bear. His name is Daryl Belmontes, and he went by Bear. He opened up one of the first piercing and modification studios in Texas back in the early to mid 90s. And he took me under his wing and taught me my craft. And he actually, my lip labret, the large one, was one of his last modifications that he did in his career before he retired,
Mm.
So it was the last thing that he got to do and give to me, which I absolutely love. It's just like I said, a character of who I am. And one of the things is this plate right here, this gold
Gold nugget.
end. Yeah, and so I mean it's heavy.
Mm.
And so I have another one and it has blue jade on it with 28 2.5 millimeter diamonds around it.
Okay.
And so that one was extremely special to me. My bear, he gave me that blue jade cab as a gift. And I had like a long story. Like I sent it off to this one jewelry person to make. He ended up thought he sent it back to me but he ended up losing it, and then he moved, and then like fast forward to last year or 2 years ago, I think, Bear passed away.
Mm.
And I was able to send it to, he found it, sent it to me, and I got to make it into another piece. So that was like one of the last bonding things that me and Bear got to share that I can actually physically wear, you know? So to me, it's an heirloom because he was my adopted dad and he's the one that, you know, really brought me up.
Two quick questions. Now you said you know, the Polynesian influence, so I'm going to assume that that's your background is Polynesian.
Sure.
Um, when you also said that it helps you deal with the world.
Yeah.
When you come out and you know, people see that, how do people deal with you?
Um, in Austin, it's a lot more accepting, you know. And so, and there's always a couple of times people like take a step back, you know what I mean? But for the most part, man, it's I don't even notice it anymore, you know. Like I said, it's kind of like who I am, and I'm also because of my business, because of my line, I end up having to be almost like a diplomat for the body
Yeah.
modification subculture
Yeah.
because you see somebody who heavily tattooed, you don't think that, oh man, that's a businessman, that's a
Yeah,
parent,
right.
that's a grandfather, that's a college graduate, and I'm all those things, you know. So
So
Wow.
now that you're an actor, do you think that you'll be typecast and thrown into
man,
those
I
bodyguard
well,
roles?
so I've been, and it's kind of funny because I was telling, I forget who it was, but I was feeling almost a little guilty because with how easy I've had it going through my acting career so far. Because I mean, I was in this movie called Puncture with Chris Evans back in I think 2007, 2008, and that was my first acting gig. And that was crazy too because that was a client who was like, "Hey, we need somebody heavily tattooed.
Mm.
I'm gonna throw your name in the mix, you know, and can you come to this audition?" I didn't do anything before that, and I got the role, you know, and I was actually on set whenever Chris Evans got the call saying that he landed the part for Captain America, which was kind of cool, you know.
Mm.
Um, so that was my first one, and then I landed my next 7 acting gigs.
Wow.
Without even really trying or knowing what was going on, you know? So, I mean, I felt like pretty guilty that I've had it this season. 'Cause, I mean, there's tons of people that have dedicated their whole career, their whole pathway into doing this line of work, and it never comes to anything, you know? And
Well,
me, I've had speaking roles. I got to work with Terrence Malick on Song to Song, even though I was only on set for 2 days. That was crazy because like when I walked on the set, I walked on and there's 5 Academy Award winners on set greeting me.
well,
I'm like, what?
visually, you're a scene stealer. If I was a director, I would put you in everything. But as
Well,
everybody though, I would have you as a
yeah,
brain surgeon. You know what I'm saying? The
I see
president.
that.
yeah.
Oh,
I
I
would put you
see
in
that.
everything.
Well, see, that was
Brilliant.
the other thing too. It's actually lately. I mean, I do have an agent, and I have tried for a few of the roles recently, and a lot of one's like you are too you get draw too much attention, you know.
Mhm.
So that's why I end up losing a
Mm.
few of the roles more recently too. Which you know, it is what it is. It's I know this.
I would put you as a
I'm
social worker, guidance counselor. That's what
yeah.
I see you. I see
I
you.
would
That
just
that would
throw you in everything.
We're
Yeah.
talking with Pineapple Tangaroa. You can follow him at Shaman Pineapple, at Shaman Pineapple on the Twitters. And the movie is Drunk Bus, which is out now on demand as well as in theaters. You know, how many tattoos or how many, I guess better question, how many piercings do you have?
Man, not so many anymore. I mean, I think at one point, and I didn't have them like all together, like all at once. This is like, you know, strung out over time. But I mean, I think
All right,
over
so
the
but better question, better question. What's pierced? What was pierced?
Yeah.
is this family friendly? I'm just
Yes,
kidding.
no, this is Sirius XM. Tell us
No,
everything
no.
that's pierced.
I mean, I have a few piercings on my face that I don't really wear. Like I just got this piece right here, which is like a little bridge piercing. I have
The
Mm.
my
bridge of your
septum, and my
nose. You got
septum's pretty intense because even
Mm.
like with this, you can get like a marker and just show it straight through,
Oh, wow.
so it's pretty
Wow.
large,
Yeah.
So most
Okay.
of mine nowadays are very large, but very specific. You know what I mean? So I don't try to do, I do more quality over quantity at this point.
Okay.
But the few that I have, they're huge and they add up to a few piercings.
All in your ears. There's of course the earlobes, which we've seen,
Yeah.
the bigger, but there's also inside. Is that
No,
what's
no, those are
inside?
earbuds.
Oh,
Okay.
So I
yeah.
have the
Oh, okay.
earbuds inside, but I do have like the 2-inch earlobes
Right.
right here. And then I also have
The
like a
top of the
large,
ear.
yeah, and this one's pretty
Okay.
thick too, but
Okay.
not too bad. And then
But
I
nipples?
have a
Oh, what is
Wu-Tang
that?
implant in my
What is
hand.
that?
Now, what is that?
Wu-Tang
What
The
a
Wu
Wu
Tang
Tang? He's
W?
got a Wu
implant.
Tang
Yeah,
W
so it's
What is it?
all under.
implanted in his fist.
Yo,
What is it
Okay.
and
made of?
Because
What
so
is it made of?
it's a implant grade silicone, so it's the same thing that's like for rhinoplasty
Oh,
and chin implants, even like the walls of like breast implants. That's what it's kind of. And so like you can do it and it kind of moves.
does it
So,
oh
does it
wow.
does it have like a chip in it or like a speaker that plays the first album when you walk past?
and that would be
That would be
dope.
dope.
Yeah.
I actually was working with the guy for a little bit to do some Bluetooth mini
Bluetooth.
speakers for my
Yeah.
plugs, so that
Yeah.
way I could just be walking and jamming out. But
Do
I
it.
do one of the craziest ones that I have that a lot of people don't even see is like right here on my hand. I have a RFID chip. So what that does is I have it programmed to one of my safes. I have it programmed to my
Wait, wait, wait,
door
wait, wait,
and
wait, 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 wait. People didn't want to get the
Biometrics.
vaccine. Hold on. People didn't want to get
yep,
vaccinated because they think that there's something in there. You went out and got an RF. You
oh
went out
yeah,
and got a chip
They got a
implanted into your
fob. They
hand.
put a fob in his
He
yeah.
put
hand.
a whole fob in his
So
hand,
so yeah, and so it's like right here you can't even see it. It's really really tiny. It's I don't know. It's about like the
like
Like
a
a
grain
tip
of
rice.
of a
rice.
Yeah.
yeah, not much. I mean, it's very similar to like the tip of this pencil, and so I was able to program it, and then now like my locks, I don't need keys to go in and out of my house. I can just lock it and walk away. I don't need a code. It's pretty cool because like even in the office at my shops and stuff, I can just scan my hand and just walk in. I don't need yeah, it's
Wow.
always with me.
Okay.
So I even do some of the whole they call it biohacking. And
Hmm.
so there's this gentleman that I've done work on recently. He's actually a very high level security manager. So he does a lot of like stuff with like data breaching and hacking and stuff like that. And he actually has one implanted in his hand where he can actually walk by you and read your credit cards.
What is going
Yeah.
Yep.
on? Where
Yeah.
are we
And so
right
this is
now? What?
also like a new aspect of body modification is
Yeah.
giving people that extra sense that more abilities and stuff like that. And he's actually doing a huge presentation. At the end of this month for like the CIA, FBI, and TSA
What if you
and
what if
stuff
you
like that.
what if you try to get in the house one day and you don't have a strong signal and you don't have enough bars and the doors
Oh
don't
man,
unlock?
this thing lasts for a long time. I mean, I've had it in me for like over 5 years or
Mm.
so. And so
You got
and
to charge
it
your hand. You got to charge your hand every
no
day.
no, I actually don't know how long the battery. I think it says it's like up to 10,000 scans. And
Ugh.
so that's a lot of
Well, I
scans,
got an idea. You should put a solar panel on your
Yeah, and
head,
then you never have
and
to
then like let
or
it be
in the gate.
inside the thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they actually had this one dude who did something similar. He ended up working with this brain surgeon, and he ended up doing this modification to himself where he has a sensor, and he's colorblind. And so when certain colors hit the sensor, he hears certain sounds, so he knows kind of what
Oh.
colors it is and whatnot.
Oh.
So it helps make up for lost abilities and everything. It's
Wow.
crazy the stuff that they can do now.
It's
All right. So
crazy
And
stuff
pineapple,
that
then
you can do. That you
for
yeah,
sure.
because one of
Pineapple.
my oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, good. One of your.
One of my clients that I was approached with maybe 2 or 3 years ago, she ended up getting a Tesla. The Tesla cards that you can use to start your cards, the valet card. Well, she ended up encapsulating that into implant grade silicone, and we did the implant on her hand here. So now with her Tesla, she just puts her hand on the middle console, and she doesn't need the app. She doesn't need anything. She can get in and out of her car.
Jeez. Yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah,
They
Pineapple
should
is
it's a
here.
lot of crazy stuff you can do.
they should just
Uh,
start putting Bluetooth in your tooth, and then that way,
Yeah.
Bluetooth.
yeah, that
Give you a
way
Bluetooth.
the Bluetooth, and then yeah.
Yep.